Hi folks. Normally I do Tesla daily analysis every day, but today I'm gonna do Nvidia as well. We'll see how Nvidia is doing and we'll see what can we predict about Nvidia price changes or price movement for next coming days. Right now Nvidia closed at 696.41 today. There was little correction today because Nvidia was moving in upward direction for last few days. You see that last 5 days, see 8.84% up in last 5 days, and also 1 month is 31%. So there is a strong upward momentum on Nvidia. Even after hours, we see that it's 0.16% up. So this tells that probably tomorrow it will go up as well. But before we jump to conclusion, let's take a look what financials are telling and what technicals are telling. Starting with the technicals, starting with the 10-day, 30 minutes chart. It's a short-term chart. Tesla made a low 602.77 and made a high 709. See that? More than 100 points movement in last 10 days. It's too much. Right now, RSI is at 46.7. It's neither oversold nor overbought. So we cannot predict how Nvidia can behave using the RSI for short-term chart. Let's take a look what long-term chart is telling. Select 1 year, 1 day. It says that in last 1 year, the lowest point was 206.55 and the highest point was 700.99. So I guess more than or maybe almost 500 points up in last 1 year. That's a big number, more than 200% increase. Now let's take a look. RSI. RSI right now is at 79.6. That's the overbought situation. But looking at the long-term chart, looks to me that in the long term, there can be some correction on Nvidia. But before we jump to conclusion, let's take a look financial as well. Starting with EPS. Starting with financials, I put this data from Nvidia website and some other sources. I put down revenue, net income, margin, P ratio, free cash flow, and debt to equity ratio. Starting with revenue, going in the positive direction, no problem there. Income also going upward direction. Profit margin also going upward direction. Gross margin also going upward direction. EBITDA, earning before interest, taxes, and depreciation, also going in the up direction. P ratio, we'll talk about P ratio in a little bit. Free cash flow per share, also going up each quarter. Debt to equity ratio, right now 0.32, and that is a good sign. As we know that Nvidia has not released the last quarter numbers, it's all blank here, but they're gonna release in next 2 weeks. Let's take a look EPS. EPS right now, the projected EPS for next quarter is 4.5. Last quarter projected was 3.36, and Nvidia was able to beat it. The last few quarters, there is a trend for Nvidia to beat the EPS projection or estimate around probably 20% on average. It's highly likely that Nvidia can beat this number as well, looking at the historical trend. And take a look, P ratio. I put down EPS trailing 12 months and EPS forward that takes into consideration this quarter and next 3 quarters. So looking at that, we calculate the P ratio using the trailing 12 months EPS, and I calculate the P ratio using the forward EPS. So right now, today, Nvidia is at 80.14 with respect to trailing 12 months, and with respect to forward EPS is 38.10. Compared with the last few days, it's trending up. Every day, we see the positive price movement in Nvidia. P ratio Forward is also going in the upward direction. Right now 38.10. Last few days on average was around 36 or 37. So going up. Looking at the last few quarters, you see that the forward P on average about 30. Right now it's 35, a little higher than historical trend, the P ratio. So this tells me that there is some correction due on Nvidia. It may happen before the earning release or may happen after the earning release. One thing is for sure, there is a strong upward momentum on Nvidia. So overall, if I summarize today's summary and analysis, I see that there is some kind of correction due on Nvidia, but at the same time, we see the strong momentum on Nvidia price. So in next few days, it'll be interesting to watch. I'm guessing Nvidia might make a little correction in next few days, but overall the trend is up until the earning release. Even after earning release, if they're able to beat 20 or 25%, and again, you'll see the positive movement on Nvidia after the earning release as well. Thank you so much for watching. And if you did not subscribe, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.